Well, you know that we are fully into the jazz season here in Trinidad and Tobago. And aside from the anticipated Tobago Jazz Experience, which is happening next weekend, features a number of activities on the island, one of which is actually the Seafood and Jazz. Now, this event takes place at the Bucko Boardwalk, and it's actually free to the public. Event organizer Kern Cowan joins us from Tobago to tell us more. Good morning to you, Kern.
Good morning to you, sir. How are you doing?
So far, so good. How are you doing, man?
Loving it, having a good time, prepping for the jazz. You know, it's a big thing in Tobago.
Of course, it certainly is. So tell us why seafood and jazz? What's the inspiration behind seafood and jazz?
But seafood and jazz, if you consider where it's going to be, it's in the Buku village. The village of Buku is a fishing village. It's a village rich with culture, based on a really tight-knit cultural exposition in Tobago. Buku is known for the goat and the crab race, but it's also a very strong cultural community where seafood runs the daily activity, you know, to say the very least. You know, so we at the Buku Integrated Facility, we have engaged in a seasonal event where we call the Buku Fish Fry. And when we saw the opportunity to jump on board with the jazz experience, we said, you know what, let's coin it Seafood and Jazz. You know, and so it's going to be a free to the public exposition of both culinary arts and music. You know, and it's based on, of course, the interaction of local jazz artists that we will talk about in a bit. You know, but that's really where the inspiration got started.
Well, Kern, I kind of impatient. Now I want to know who the artists are that are involved in the show, so talk to me.
So, yeah, as I said, it's going to be, you know, a lot of local content, you know, so very own Lynette Louis, a young upcoming artist, Khadijah O'Connor, Junaid Thompson, Nisa Nora from Trinidad, Kashif Wilson, who is a phenomenal guitarist. He's going to be there. Xavier Strings, and of course, the amazing voice of Kay Allen. She's also going to be there. So it's all jazz, sunset energy, starting from 5 p.m. all the way down into the evening. It's going to be an amazing experience.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds.
We saw the opportunity that jazz itself gave, and we said, you know what, guys, let's plug that hole. That Friday evening when all the tourists are looking for something to do, let's bring them to Buku. Give them something a little extra, prime them up for the entire weekend going in, you know. So that's really where it's going to connect.
Now, you mentioned there's also a culinary part of it. Tell me a little bit about that side of things. What's happening from a food perspective?
So we were going to have a variety of chefs and vendors displaying and, of course, having on sale a variety of seafood from fish, conchs, crab and dumpling, shrimp, whatever comes out of the sea, that's what's going to be, and whatever on land as well. You know, so we're going to have also some seafood competition. We have some judges who are going to have the best seafood dish, judging best seafood dishes, and it's going to be a range of different types of vendors and chefs from across the island, and you know, it's going to be all on display and all on sale. And starting from at least from 4:30 all the way into the evening time.
All right, so the competition and the food part starts from 4:30. The jazz starts from 5.
Yes.
Yeah? All right, tell me about the competition. Can people still register? Is it an open competition to the public, or how is it working?
So vendors can register right up until next week, Wednesday. The number to call is 660-8910. and 660-8911. You call that number, that's the Buku Integrated office, and you register to be a vendor. The registration fee is only $500, and that gives you a 10 by 10 tent, electricity, water, tables, and all that you need, you know, to have your booth fully furnished to do your part.
And what do you win if you happen to win this seafood competition?
Can you repeat that one more time?
What is the prize for winning the seafood competition?
Oh, there is a cash prize, which our sponsors have not revealed that as yet, but there's going to be a cash prize. for the winning culinary dish. But it's all about being unique, and it's added to that, of course, the bragging rights. Because we're going to be doing this again going forward. We see that it is going to be an event that can be a staple point on the event calendar in Tobago. So we want to make sure and establish it strong.
All right, definitely. I think it's going to be a fantastic event. But I want to just pause a moment and backtrack a little bit. How was yesterday?
Yesterday, Tuesday was fantastic.
Sorry, Tuesday. Yes, it was Tuesday.
Had just over 5,000 people.
Yeah.
There was not enough space in Buku anymore. There was some, of course, every event had its ups and downs, but I think the resultant effect was really excellent. It really settled itself, and it really was executed to bring out what people have been waiting for through that COVID period. Being able to be back out, and the young people had a good time. The older folks had their time. Everybody, there was something for everybody.
Right.
So hence the reason why we're looking forward to going even further into the seafood and jazz. Buku is buzzing with activity. Tobago is buzzing with activities. And from when jazz launches next week, Thursday, all the way into Sunday, we are inviting all of Trinidad, Tobago, the world, the Caribbean, everyone to come. Let's all congregate in Tobago.
I want to just analyze for a little bit, Kern, in terms of the turnout that we would have had on Tuesday for the crab and the goat race versus the turnout we expect in the seafood and jazz. Is it that we're expecting more locals, more Trinbagonians, or is it that the tourist aspect of things is really popping for both of these events?
Well, that's exactly why the event is going to be free to the public. It's going to be the first one. So we are not limiting who we are expecting. We are expecting all. We are catering for all across the board. But it's going to be a mature event. It's not going to be a zest, but it's going to be that interaction, that classy cocktail type of event. So you want you to come out, looking good, feeling good on a Friday evening, and come out to mingle and enjoy some good music. So it's open to the tourists. It's as Buku is. Buku is a tourist-based environment. It's open to the locals who always enjoy a good Sunday school on a Sunday, who enjoy Buku on a weekend. And it's, of course, open to the Trinbagonians who are coming in for the event and looking for something extra to do. Flat Friday evening is that time to come and let loose and be a part of something greater.
It definitely sounds that way. Kern, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning. Before we go, can you at least again tell us how we can get in contact if we want to get more information or if people want to register to be a part of the seafood competition?
Sure. So our office numbers are 660-8910 and 660-8911 for all your information on vending and registration, promotion, anything else, sponsors interested in coming on board, feel free to call us at our office. We are open from 8 to 4 each and every day, and sometimes on Saturdays. So feel free to call. We are there. All right. So that number again is 660-8910 or 660-8911.
Kern Cowan, the Executive Coordinator at the Buku Integrated Facility. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and do enjoy the rest of the day, and all the best next week for seafood and jazz.
Thank you, my brother. Looking forward to seeing you there as well.
I will try my best to be there. All right. Take care.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Yeah, man. All right, so we take a quick break and we come back with more inside the Now Morning Show. We encourage you to stick around.